The very arts and sciences that we mistook to be the culmination of our civilization is actually not only the cause of our current ills, but leading us to collapse. This is not some speculative prophecy, but Rousseau reminds us it's the shape of concrete history. Egypt once produced great kings and pharaohs. They became the birthplace of philosophy and arts in the West. And for 2,000 years, they've only known foreign rulers. Greece, were once peopled by heroes like Achilles and Theseus, vanquished Asia twice, once with Troy, another time Persia, early 5th century BC. Then the Athenian Golden Age happened. Sophocles, Plato, Aristotle, and by the 4th century, it fell to the Macedonian yoke. Rome began with a rustic republican virtue and became mortally corrupted by the very enlightened Greeks that they conquered, enslaved, and imported. I quote to you Rousseau. Ever since the learned have begun to appear among us, so Rome's own philosophers themselves said, good men have been in eclipse. Until then, the Romans had been content to practice virtue. All was lost when they began to study it. Everywhere Rousseau looks, he finds the same story. Enlightenment finds an ignorant but virtuous people. It gives them talents, but it takes away their virtue. And it leaves them conquered, corrupt, and ignorant once more. Enlightenment in the West begins in Egypt, it goes to Greece, then to Rome. Enlightenment abandons Europe, leaving it to the Dark Ages. It brews, it stews in Constantinople, and by the time of Rousseau, makes a return to Europe. This is the slithering path of enlightenment that has left destruction in its wake, and understanding its nature will be the goal of our lecture. Part 1, why Rousseau thinks that arts and sciences corrupt. Part 2, what Rousseau's solution is to this corruption. And Part 3, what does this mean for the technological societies of the 21st century? Let's begin with Part 1. The choice that Rousseau puts in front of us is the choice between ignorant virtue or enlightened vice. And there's no better example of this difference than between Sparta and Athens. The Athenians, for Rousseau, are slick-talking tricksters. The Spartans are the exact opposite. They're known for their terseness, but also their virtue. The Athenian education system is grounded on rhetoric. If you want to get elected in democracy, you've got to know how to flatter people. The Spartan education is the agoge. It rips young boys from the private family, subjects them to the harshest military training known to man, and cultivates a form of discipline, an iron will, and a willingness to sacrifice themselves for the state. The Athenians, they left us with beautiful art, architecture, philosophy, tragedies. What did the Spartans leave us with? Almost nothing, except for a few heroic models, exemplars of virtue like Leonidas to imitate. But when it comes to educating a citizenry, one heroic exemplar is worth more than all the ethics textbooks in the world combined. And as a result, despite Athens' drastic material advantages, Sparta ultimately triumphed in the Peloponnesian War. So why is there this tension between Athens and Sparta? Why do the arts and sciences corrupt? The answer is because artists and scientists, intellectuals, are people. And as people, they are both self-interested and prideful.